I'm gonna get a drink real quick. What do I say? Baja Blast has changed my life. I'm addicted to this shit. So hey everyone, it's Raven, otherwise known as Jacob. As you can see by my little name tag over here. By the way, everyone has. Do you guys like this fit? I really like this. This is I kind of like this being my signature jacket. I should probably wear it in more videos. Today, I feel like I should give you guys a bit of an update. Because the next month and a half, basically, is gonna be kind of crazy when it comes to how things go. As you may have known, every video that I planned for this year is kind of on hold right now, with the exception of one. That's because of that video. So, as you may know, in January, I released my Halo 1 video, my Halo Combat Evolved video. And in that video, I said, hey, if this does well, I'm gonna go ahead and I am going to go ahead and make other videos on the Halo games. And, you know, it didn't do, I thought it did pretty good. Admittedly, it's not saying much because, you know, I don't really get that much viewership. But I really liked playing it, and I have kind of rekindled my love for the Halo franchise in the last year or so, after playing a lot of the games over/summer. With that video, I wanted to make other videos about Halo, and initially I was gonna have it be kind of a yearly thing, where each year I do my video about Halo, whatever game won. So for example, if Halo 3, if I wanted to cover Halo 3, it probably would have been 2 years to a year after I initially covered the game before that. But the thing is I realized, oh wait, this year is the 20th anniversary of Halo 2. Yeah, so I was like, well, okay, I can just record the footage in a weekend, the gameplay footage that is. I already have my kind of thoughts outlined thoroughly of like how I feel about Halo 2 and everything. So I'm like, you know what? I want to make this video special, kind of a documentary thing, because also I feel like Halo 2 is not with any kind of hyperbole, you know, genuinely one of the most important games of all time. Because of how it kind of shows the shift in gaming culture towards like gaming becoming more and more mainstream and accepted, and also because it was one of the biggest early online console multiplayer games, with, you know, the introduction of Xbox Live and everything, and how important that was, and just the marketing that went into it and everything. It's just something I'm gonna get into the video, and that's partially why I wanted to just focus on Halo 2 right after finishing the Power Rangers video, because the thing is that I wanted to be kind of a, not necessarily a documentary, but like focus a lot more on the development of Halo 2, focus on its cultural impact, and so far I believe the script is like, I want to say 6 pages long. Let me check. Okay, it's actually 3 pages long, but I think it's gonna be about the same length as my SpongeBob video, or longer, because I just started, because the first 2 pages are mostly introduction and the history of the development of Halo 2. So it goes into a lot of that, and I just barely talked about like the first level. I think I've only gotten to like the introductory cutscene and stuff. Yeah, I'm excited to make that video, and I'm gonna try getting the script done. I'm going to hope by the end of June to early July, so that way I can film the segments, film both the dialogue and also film the live action segments in my new house in Wilmington, which I will get into a second. Also, if you hear noises upstairs, those are the damn dogs that are up there, and they make a lot of noise. I want it to be really important, really good, so that's why I'm kind of focusing all my efforts onto Halo 2 right now. So, I apologize to everyone who wanted to see the other videos. I know I had a few ones lined up. Most of them were shorter compilation videos, the movies I want to talk about and specials I want to talk about videos, and you see my community post. Because initially the outline was movies I want to talk about Volume 2, a video about No More Heroes, which I'm still planning on doing, just not this year, probably next year, and then spooky movies I want to talk about, so kind of a Halloween special, or I was going to do like a dedicated video on like horror film or something, or spooky film, kind of like what I did with Nightmare last year, and then also the Halo 2 video, because November is the anniversary month, basically, of its release, and then Christmas specials I want to talk about, because I couldn't really think of a good holiday movie that would be fun enough to talk about, so I wanted to do like a whole cornucopia of Christmas specials I personally love. Now, the current plan after the Halo 2 video is I am going to, if I'm looking at my notes, the plan is if I manage to get it done by August, which is the plan. I want to get it done by August, September at the latest. Which I feel is doable because to provide some context, I'm in the middle of moving from Waxhaw, which is a little bit out of the way of Charlotte, North Carolina, to Wilmington, North Carolina, which is where I'm going to college. And the thing is that I move in May, and I'm also going to be going on a trip with my friends. And then I am going to have orientation for my college at the end of May, so May is going to be really busy, and I'm probably not going to be able to work on videos, period. And also having to finish up my current community college, because I'm graduating then. It's insane, May's going to be fucking insane. But my plan is, if I manage to get Halo 2 done in the summer, which I feel like is way doable, then I'm going to do Christmas specials I want to talk about, and Halloween specials and Halloween movies, spooky movies I want to talk about. Basically a Christmas special and a Halloween special. And those videos are really easy to make because I don't have to go as in depth with them, and because they're just kind of like, hey, here's my thoughts, you know, sort of thing. Kind of like Rebel Taxi's, you know, cool games I like, cool, unique alt games. That's the plan, and then afterwards, I have a few ideas for what I want to do after the Halo 2 video. I was originally going to do a video about No More Heroes, and that's definitely going to happen afterwards, but it's probably not going to be until 2 videos after the Halo 2 video. Not excluding blank I want to talk about videos, or like ones talking about a bunch of smaller subjects, at least in terms of the smaller 20-minute long videos, I mean. The main ones I thought of about doing was maybe doing another video about Doctor Who, namely either Tomb of the Cybermen, which is a classic second Doctor story, or Battlefield, which is a very weird 7th Doctor story that I love. I know a lot of people don't like, but it's so goofy and weird and interesting that I have to talk about it. It's just such a strange story. I also was considering doing like a retrospective of a bunch of old YouTubers I liked, since in 2025 that would be the 20th anniversary of YouTube, which is insane to think about. And I was like, you know what, there's a lot of YouTubers I like, I don't see people talk about. A lot of them for the late 2000s, early 2010s era, ones that kind of fell off, or ones that, you know, a lot of them are gaming YouTubers, some like movie YouTubers, some tokusatsu YouTubers. Whatever, basically, some like comedy YouTubers even. And I was just like, you know, let's do them. Hopefully, most of them won't be pedophiles. I also considered doing a video about Back to the Future, and its 2 sequels, kind of a Back to the Future trilogy retrospective, because Back to the Future is my favorite film of all time. And I'm like, you know what the hell, why not? Or I might just do a video about Back to the Future by itself, and then have the trilogy kind of analyzing, well, not analyzing, because I don't really do that much analytical stuff. I give my thoughts, well, I guess my thoughts are analytical, but you know what I mean. I categorize my videos as retrospectives rather than video essays, because I feel like that's a better tone for everything. But I want to do, you know, something regarding Back to the Future, maybe even Back to the Future, I don't know, maybe weird Back to the Future or comics or something. Maybe focus on the animated series. Whatever I feel like, really. So I'll definitely do that. I also considered doing something called home video hell, which is an idea I had, where basically, you know, I would go to a secondhand shop, I would go to a video store, I would go to something, and I would find, you know, titles that interest me, which is what I do normally. Like, I'll give you an example. These are not the best examples because they're not exactly weird, but they're all fun to talk about. So, like, you know, for example, I go to like you know, a used bookstore, and I like talk about whatever DVDs I have. So, like, you know, I could talk about like this punk DVD I found at a second-hand Charles. I could talk about, you know, an anime like Gundam Seed, which I found, because sometimes what I do is I just go to a store. I pick up a random DVD and I'm like, okay, maybe this might be good, because usually they're dirt cheap. So I'm like, what the hell? Or sometimes maybe it's like an excuse to talk about a series I like maybe Cowboy Bebop, which I'm watching right now. I'm gonna finish the last 3 episodes today. I heard that they get really sad. I can't wait to cry. So those are just a few. So that might be a fun thing I want to do about, because there's a lot of weird, obscure videos I'm sure I can find. You know, and a lot of ones I have in my personal collection. So, you know, it's just there. I also considered doing a video about Hackers, which is this weird kind of cult movie from the late 90s, mid 90s, I think. Very interesting. It is truly one of a kind. And I want to talk about it. I also found that in a thrift shop, just randomly, and it's awesome. I love it so much. I also was considering doing 2 kind of longer videos about, you know, reviewing every G4 TV show. G4 was an old network, and probably all the ones from like the original run of the network, from like 2002 to 2013, whatever it was, when they initially shut down. And also doing a video about all the SpongeBob specials, like all those Christmas specials, Halloween specials, holiday specials, the double length specials, the TV events, whatever they were. A big kind of compilation of all those ones and giving my thoughts on them, because I like talking about SpongeBob and everything. And that SpongeBob video I made about a year ago, that's still my favorite video I've ever made. I'm very proud of it. And maybe I may even review, you know, not review, but like do a retrospective on the other 2 SpongeBob movies, because I remember watching the other one, the Sponge Out of Water movie. I thought it was okay. I don't know. And then the other one was just, it was about that. But that's it. That's kind of my general thing. I just want to talk about a few plans and everything. Like I said, it's gonna be, I'm hoping to get Halo 2 done over in the summer. It's just gonna be hard because like I said, I'm in the middle of moving. In fact, you can't see it, but most of the stuff on my shelf, which is usually filled with all games and stuff, that is mostly vacant. And I packed them up because in about a month's time, you know, we'll be finally moving. And my phone just went off there. But yeah, that's about it. And hope you all are very patient. I will see you with the Halo 2 video, unless I manage to make one in the meantime. Make like a smaller video, but yeah, like I said, gonna do Halo 2. Hopefully do a smaller video, then do like what about like a TV show or a game or whatever. Not a game, but like a movie. And then I think eventually I'll do the Noble Heroes 2 video. So, yeah. Sorry this is a bit rambly. I had a bit of notes, but I probably should have scripted this ahead of time. I would have done it as a community post, but I'm not sure how many people see those community posts, so I'll do this as a video, you know? What the hell? Hey, this is Ravens4 Studios, signing off.